worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hello. 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 Are things working? Things are working. Things are working. Things are working. Make myself a little bit more audible. Where's the level? There's the level. There's the level. There it is. That's where Daddy like. Hello, everyone. Hello, Daddy back. So quiet, Tim. Very strange. Very strange. Very strange. Quiet, Tim. Something wrong. People concerned. People in the streets crying, screaming. I did just come in. I just came in. I did. What's happening over here? What's happening? It's here. Here is where the little gap is. Haha, no more little gap for me. Hello everyone, hope you're well, hope you're having a lovely evening. Little bit of a surprise stream. I wasn't able to stream last weekend. Sam was, but I wasn't, and I'm probably not going to stream this weekend either because I'm on a job. So I thought I would just add a little bit of time before Amy got home from work. So I thought I would pop in and do a little stream. I've got some people to thank. So just fucking wait a minute. I should thank FGCKY, who's resubscribed. They've been subscribed for 47 months. Secret sub for Secret Stream. Thank you very much. Junibug, resubscribed. They've been subscribed for 3 months. Money for the Tim and the Sam. Jenny Munchkin, resubscribed with Prime. Don't forget, start of the month. And every month you get 1 free Amazon Prime-based Twitch subscription. So you can subscribe to this channel for free if you've got Amazon Prime. Please, won't you? Ethan the Alien resubscribed as well with Prime. That's enough time for 2 babies because it's been 18 whole months. Versma gave out 5 community gift subs. Thank you very much. Ali Baxter reached a 10 stream streak. I have no life. Fantastic. Femme Fatale also resubscribed. They've been subscribed for 51 months. Help, it's again, is what they have said. Firefly Tim, in your absence past week, Sam and Aaron streamed. As it turns out, you're not actually the concerning one. We were due. Yeah, I've been trying to tell you people that I'm actually regular. I'm regular? I'm regular and normal and fine. So, do with that information what thou wilt. And so thank you to all of you who have done that. And also, thank you for pushing us to, it's saying here, a level 3 hype train. Thank you very much for the level 3 hype train. Versima, we're all doomed. Doomed. Ethan has been very excited because they were taking photos and Everything concert on Monday. I've seen some of these photos. They look very good. Hope you enjoyed that. Ginny says, yay for level. Please don't ever refer to yourself as Daddy ever again. Daddy makes no promises. Versma, tired Tim's comes with extra bass. And this is the least bassy I've been for a while. I had a terrible chest infection for about 2 bloody weeks. And I had such bass. Such bass, and it was whilst we were doing Hades Town, so I could sing all of the Hades parts. Why do we build the wall, my children, my children? But even lower, even bassier, because I'm not a bassy man. Sharing. Oh, look at look at these uploads. Wait for me, I'm coming home. Then I'll look back and fuck it all up. Fucking idiot. Hashtag Orpheus is an idiot. Okay, what are we doing? Ah, yes. Investigate the Raptoron Matriarch's cave. Now, I tried to do this earlier on my own, and I died. I died. Do you know I both Delafirm and Hades Town were in my Spotify rap this year? Who's been messaging me? Oh, Sam can join. Right, let's see if we can add Sam. Let's see if we can add a Sam to the mix. Let me launch my little video ninja. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna have to swap cameras out. Bear with. Reloading. Okay, hang on everybody, just got to reconnect this thing to this other thing. Okay. Okay. Have we got my audio there as well? We do. Okay, now we're just waiting for Sam. And then he'll arrive. Oh, there he is. There's the boy. Oh, my face. Oh, God. Stop opening up gaps in my face. Everyone do that. Yeah, we opened up a gap in my face. Sam, you opened a big gap in my face, and it was quite scary. If you open your curtain to your left,
yeah,
you gap my face. Right, I think my face needs to be a little bit smaller. I'm currently looming. Firing up Logitech camera app settings.
Right. For about 30 seconds there, I could hear stream and you through Video Ninja,
Ooh.
and it was very upsetting.
Oh, that's too many. That's hashtag too many Tims.
I love you very much, Tim, but
Mhm.
I don't need 2 Tims.
No, one, guys.
One is enough.
One is enough. Oh gosh, need to get my angles right. How about there? That's right.
I did get a little haircut.
Get a little haircut, buddy.
Got a little haircut.
Get a little slicey
Finally
chop.
Plucked up the courage to be asked about football.
Why? I go to. I've never asked about football. Maybe it's the vibe I give off, or maybe it's the barbers I go to, but I've
Yeah,
never
maybe.
once been asked about football.
They're like, it's the Turkish barbers, and they're all really nice. But they're like, so did you see the
And
game?
they're all speaking in Turkish, and you're trying to keep up. You don't speak Turkish, and you should stop
don't
trying
speak
because
Turkish.
that's really, you're just trying to make what you call Turkish noises. That's not okay, Sam.
That's
not
and then I
okay.
get cancelled,
Yeah,
and then I have to do like a comeback tour and go on Jordan Peterson.
yeah, and say, look,
Joe
what you
Rogan
didn't
and stuff.
understand is I was trying to understand the Turkish people through a lens, and the fact that you're trying to stop me from doing that makes you the racist, and then people
Exactly.
clap.
You're the problem, not
You're
me.
the problem. I'm trying to find the settings for my light bulb so I can be less pink because it's decided it
You're
would
very
like to
pink.
make me pink. Studio. Light. That's
Ethan
green.
the Alien says, I can't emphasize enough how good everything are live. I can believe it.
He's difficult as well because he sings a lot in falsetto, and it's one of those things where you can really kind of warm up into a falsetto in a studio, which then you may struggle to reproduce in a live
That's
setting,
true.
kind of like jumping about night after night. But he seems to manage it. He seems to manage it just fine. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's a good little
Right.
singer, man.
What am I doing? Side quest. What are you playing, Sam?
I don't know. There's nothing on Game Pass that is
It's a bit fallow.
particularly
It's a
exciting
bit
at the moment.
fallow. I was I saw Ark Raiders and was like, oh, that's cool, and it's like it's on Game Pass. Oh no, sorry, no, it's on Game Pass's page. You have to
Yeah.
pay
Still got
£40 for it.
Yeah. Because I was looking at that as well. I saw that come up and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks like fun. We could fuck around in that.
Not for
paying
a
money.
combined £80 for a game we
Yeah.
might play twice. Oh, it's been people have been doing their Spotify Wrapped, and
yeah.
I have seen one person with 530 hours of Stellar Firma. I also saw another person, which I think if I worked it out right, cut about 1,000 hours of Stellar Firma this year.
Damn. People like that show, huh?
People do. I don't understand.
like
but
it.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm going to make my own show. It's going to be called. It's
Yeah.
going to be called Stollen Firma.
And
and
it's
I'm gonna
about
play-
delicious pastry, delicious cakes.
Delicious pastry. I'm going to play a character called Pretzel. And
Pretzel what now? Sorry, pretzel.
just Pretzel.
Just Pretzel. Oh, okay.
Bread man.
Pretzel
And-
bread man.
And there's a character called
Uh-huh.
fucking Bread 7.
Not bread 7. Fucking bread 7.
Fucking Bread 7.
It's
and
called
there's
fucking like bread 7.
Bread Tro and Breadigen.
Sam, breadigen sounds like
Sounds
you
bad.
should not
Sounds
be
like a
allowed.
slur.
It's, it sounds like a slur or a tab on certain sites you're not allowed to go on. Well, I want that breadigen content. Why is it always Sonic?
Are you like right at the bottom of your? You're like.
I am. I'm
Right.
trying to work it out. There we go. That works a little bit better.
Okay.
Basically, I've had to rearrange my screen. The angles are off. I'm not sorting it out tonight, though. I'm not sorting it out tonight. I'll just have it so that my head is the size of your entire head and a lot of your torso.
That's great.
I'm just like Henry VIII.
I'm just Tim's little friend. Ha ha ha.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a good
get
little
him,
friend.
Yeah, get him.
Get him.
Yeah,
Right.
get him. boy.
Apparently, I have to seek assistance in infiltrating the Vox relay.
Mhm.
I'm always seeking assistance.
So I finished this game. What's it called? Outer Worlds.
Yes.
The other day, and mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings
Yeah.
on the
on the
storyline.
game. just the whole thing, the whole experience. It was like it's not. I wouldn't say it's sort of a solid 7.
Yes, yes, I think that has been the consensus of like fun to play. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about it now. It's done.
Not wasted time or by any means.
Other than the all time playing video games is somewhat wasted.
Wasted.
Yeah, right. How the fuck do I get out of here?
I'm gonna play some Power Wash Simulator.
Okay.
Relaxing.
Now I think I should get far away because
Hey,
I got
don't tell me we came all this way just to turn tail.
no. Just we're about to get turbo murdered.
Emergency protocols ready.
How's everyone in chat doing? Everyone having a good day? Everyone trying to managing to avoid the horrors of
You're making it easy for us.
the real
Watch
world?
yourself.
I've never avoided those.
No,
They're always close behind.
they're very much around. Oh, Monty's barking. That's
Isn't he?
actually been kind of unusual for the last couple of streams.
Oh.
Monty.
Oh, and I would like to formally apologise, Sam, because I 100% just was like, oh, I can't do streams, so fuck all of you, and then just basically disappeared off the face of the earth.
It's alright, you're working.
And then you were like, oh, I'm streaming, and rather than like sharing you
No, no.
streaming, I got busy. So afterwards, I was like, oh,
That's
that
okay.
was,
You're
that was
working.
rude of me.
No, I don't. No, I mean, I probably wouldn't have considered it rude even if you weren't working. I would have been like, Tid's probably busy doing something.
I just sent you one
Probably
of my texts that just says, when you go fuck yourself.
like, why don't you go fuck yourself? He'll be like, oh, I'm writing another episode
Station awaits repair.
of Goblins with the main 2 goblins, fucking Starsky and Hutch, or whatever they're called.
Gobbo and Skellebones.
Yeah. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. No, it was fine. It was, well, we had a nice little, we did a couple of hours. Aaron and I sang some songs, played some Power Wash Simulator.
Which is not advised at this
What?
time. Ready. Please try again later.
What show were you doing?
I was at a show up in Horsham, a little Christmas show. They're doing a version of the Christmas
Horsham.
Carol, and they're also doing a adapted version of the Velveteen Bunny Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
And they're just rehearsing this week, and then we're
it-
going to tech quite soon as well.
Is it Christmas Carol set in 1930s
Is
Chicago?
in need of assistance.
No. It's actually set in weirdly 1960s Fort Lauderdale. It's weird. Like I don't know why they've gone for that. Like it doesn't.
Set during the
Set during the
Senate hearings.
set during Prohibition era London.
Where we didn't have prohibition, but
Yeah,
it was
but we-
happening
so basically
over the
it's-
pond.
You just see newspapers with like Prohibition.
Prohibition happening over there. Weird, hmm?
Well, Amy says, all right, Butthead 1 and Butthead 2, you can decide which of you is 1 and 2.
Oh.
I think now the thing
Now,
is, do you want to be
yeah.
Butthead 1 because you're like Butthead Prime,
Yeah.
so you're more important as a Butthead, or do you want to be
But
Butthead 2?
does that mean you're the
Hey,
most
Don't
butt-headed?
tell me we came all
Exactly.
this way just to turn
Yeah.
tail.
Well, Inez, I've died the last 2 times we've done this, so how about we get better at the game and come back? Because clearly,
Is that fucking crab? Yeah, that crab's
Yeah.
a nightmare.
that big crap. I think I need to be more at the game.
Yeah. What companions are you traveling with at the moment?
The little robot and the lady who's been spliced.
Ah, yes. Inez.
Inez.
She's
I literally
great.
just said her name and then forgot. You know, one of the ladies. Amy says, I told him to come hang out with me at work, but he streams says, I thought you were joking. I'm not going to go to your work and then just sit around at where you work for an hour and a half. What if
Just to
somebody
be
turns... Just to, isn't somebody going to turn up and say, who the fuck is this guy?
Well,
Who the fuck
going
is
to
this
other
guy?
people's work and just hanging out, that's a young person's game. That's
I never did. I've
Did you
never
never
done
do
that,
that?
and I
Yeah,
never
I've done
did
that.
that.
But then I was doing it with people who like worked in social spaces like pubs and restaurants and things. So it
Yeah, I
wasn't
wouldn't. If
as
my
weird.
friend was working
I
at a
see a
pub,
huge
I wouldn't then
opportunity
go
for us
to
at
that pub
Fairfield.
because I'd constantly be
There's
like, well,
zero competition.
I'm
I'm bored.
distracting you, and like,
Yeah.
this, you're at what? It's against the rules, Sam. It
Yeah,
feels
well,
wrong.
when I was a wee baby
Oh.
bear, I didn't worry about
Nah. About the
Etiquette.
rules. Whereas
Rules.
I've always been concerned about the rules, mostly about them being secret and me not knowing them. Well, you know what? Not
Yeah.
being secret, they're being like somebody definitely told me what the rules were, and I have forgotten.
now it's for some reason it's rude to ask.
It's now rude to ask. Right, my angle is pissing me off. I'm gonna try and sort this out.
Sort that angle.
Right, okay. So let's start off by doing that. What I'm gonna do?
71
bit of
Penguin says, my sister worked at a mead place and I went while she was working and it was fine. I have a question. Mead place, a place where they just specialize and serve mead, just mead.
Because mead isn't brewed. Mead is
It's fermented honey. drink,
fermented.
isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, because like spirits are distilled.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it a fermentery, a meadery?
Like, but they were. Is it like a pub where they just serve? Yes, as Seminole Penguins. Okay. So it is just a place where they serve meat. All right, got it. Fair enough.
An apiary for the pissed. Will this focus? Jesus Christ.
Cameras, they're bad.
Oh, you know what? I might be able to turn autofocus off.
You did that last time, didn't you? It
I
worked
did that last time.
quite well.
It does work quite well, but I think it constantly turns itself back on.
I think you want to autofocus, for I am the little ghost that lives inside your camera.
I'm a little robot that helps you do things. There we go.
I'm always looking at you, and
I'm
I'm
always
emailing
peeping.
you what you're doing to Bill Gates.
It's weird because he doesn't work for Logitech.
He
But I like
doesn't
to
care,
irritate
but
him.
I like to tell him.
Amy
Bill.
says, I sat at the bar constantly when Amy worked. When Amy worked at a bar, she gave me lots of chips. Well, I mean, look, if you'd said come to work and
I'll give you chips, yeah.
they'd give me chips,
story.
maybe being like, okay, well, I'll overcome my my disposition around going to other people's work. Like, Tim, my guy, fermenting is part of brewing. Yes, but it's not the only. But you then have to brew, don't you? Like you brew beer.
So,
You
but that is fermented.
is
Because
that
you put all the
is-
shit in a vat
and then
you
yeast
leave it for a bit.
happens,
Yeah.
and that's fermenting. And is that brewing?
Is that brewing?
So do you brew mead?
Do you brew mead?
Oh fuck, they were cupcakes. Oh, Ethan says they were favourites. Here's some of my favourite photos from Monday. I have seen some of these. Have they got a new member? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Or somebody just got longer hair than I remember. I think somebody might just have longer hair than I remember. Firefly, yes, mead is brewed because it is an alcoholic beverage made through fermentation, a process that is very similar to brewing beer. Prime ingredients are honey, water, and yeast, which ferments honey sugars into alcohol. Attributed to Google. I do like when people attribute things to Google as if Google wrote them.
Yeah.
Google does not write
Google
things.
didn't do any primary research on this.
Google would fail its GCSEs because
Yeah.
it doesn't attribute properly. Right, what the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to find someone's house. I think it's this house. Unjammed door. I'm not strong enough or smart enough to do either of those things.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this game. Well, I'm too dumb to open this door. Guess I'm not going in there.
Oh, bird's nest. Oh, I thought there was going to be a key that's in the bird's nest. Okay. But there's normally, isn't there supposed to be like another way into places?
There's usually a couple. There's usually like
Like dumb way in.
an agility way and a lock picking or a hacking or something.
Yeah. I think here there's like strength and hacking, and apparently I'm not good enough at either.
Hmm.
So that's nice. Amy says, I love being covered stuff. No one has put on the dishwasher when I went up to put the studio cups inside, just left them all on the side to be somebody else's problem. If the staff doesn't keep their kitchen clean, it stops me doing my job. I just won't do it. It's nice.
Fair enough.
Nice. Well, I guess that's me not doing that quest then. No, it must be because this is like a main quest. Right. Seek what? Okay. Missed it. Set active. Map. It really irritates me that you set active quests and it just shows you all of the other quests and it doesn't highlight your main quest in any bigger way. It's kind of insane.
It's the one that's got the spinny thing on it. Is your it's not. Sorry, that's not your main quest, is it? Yeah. So if you go to your journal,
Yeah.
then it will say which quests are main storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. And
then
I've
if you
got that one
highlight from
highlighted. Yeah, and I've got
okay.
it, and I've got it's my active quest. And then I go to my map to be like, okay, where is that?
And then it should be the one that's glowing and spinning.
I got two things. This is glowing and spinning.
Oh.
Apparently, find the Oh no! Oh, that is. Oh, that's an optional part of the same quest.
Yes.
Right. Town hall records indicate to visit Sander House with red trim and rounded windows. So it is this house. This is the house. Okay, so this is the quest house. But I can't get in because I'm too thick. And not in like a good dummy thick way.
Stupid and weak to open the door.
Too stupid, too weak. So what is the weak way of getting in?
Is there a hatch on the roof or something?
Amy says, I'm in tomorrow as well, so they have to deal with my judgy eyes. Oh, you don't want to be dealing with Amy's judgy eyes. She's got the judgiest eyes.
Nice job on the dishes, everyone. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, does somebody smell that? It's the smell of a mouldy dishwasher and also failure and shame.
Shame. That's what you
Shame,
should be
failure.
feeling.
Shame, failure. Oh yeah. So this show, I'm doing a bit of tech for.
Yeah.
Hadn't really seen it. Read the script. Thought, oh, this is a nice script. And then it turns out they're all also musicians, and they're like singing and acting and doing lovely harmonies. And it's like, oh, this show's probably quite good. I'll probably have to do quite a nice job.
Can't just.
I don't. You know, obviously, I was always going to try and do a decent job, but you know, it's like I don't. Some bits are really good. I don't want anybody being like, "Oh, it's what a lovely show." Same, the lighting's a bit basic. It's like, no, just try now. But it's in a new venue, and they haven't got any moving lights, and I'm used to having moving lights. Makes things easier. I have to actually make like decisions ahead of time and commit to them, which I fucking hate.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I hate doing that. It's a
When
lovely show.
Erin did that show at the suite venue, the little tiny one, there were no moving lights, and obviously I didn't know what I was doing anyway. So there was a couple of points where I like would just hold up the gel over the light because I was right next to it. So
Yeah, there's a problem. I'm not allowed to do that on this one. All those are on stage. But yes, and I'm doing two shows in the same stage, and I can't just keep moving the lights around every evening. For a start, they take about an hour to fucking cool down. And yes, I've just got to like make something that works for everything. And I mean, I could swap out gels between shows, which is probably what I'll end up doing. But you know, again, it takes planning. Criminal reposting because I need attention. So brewing is the big name for all the steps in making beer, like mashing and roasting the malt, then fermenting and conditioning sauce. My job is developing alcohol. What language do you code your alcohol in?
Nice.
Okay, well, in which case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do some companion quests until I've got enough to upgrade my life.
I've got some ideas for new drinks if you want them, Criminal. I'll give them to you for free.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to this. And are we going to do branding on these as well?
Yeah, branding and sort of the drink concept. So the first one is called fucking everything mixed together.
Okay. So I'm just going to give you a time to reconsider that, and I'm just going to read out a comment, and then we're going to come back to you.
See if you've got something
See if you've
better.
got something better. Okay. Criminland says, I use fuck you, Tim. Seven Penguin says, boo, bad joke, Tim. Okay. Now, Sam, now you've had a moment to reconsider. What's your drink idea?
So this drink is called the Beekeeper's Surprise.
Oh, okay. I like the beekeeper's surprise.
So it's a mead, and it has. You know, do you remember that thing of having the cans where, like, they had a widget in them and it would make the beer fizz up? It was
Yes.
Tetley's or something.
Tetley's
so
Guinness
it's
use them. It's a little, it's a little point.
a little widget.
It's a little widget. It is literally called a widget as well. And it's, I think it's basically so that it's got a, it's an atomization point. Basically the point
that
where
what it is?
bubbles
To
can
make it-
form. So it's like a rough surface with little crenellations, so it can form the bubbles.
So this one, instead of having like little bubbles, it's bees. So you open the can and just fucking a ton of live angry bees come out.
I think that's good. You know what? And you've done the branding. Beekeeper's surprise is perfect. Is it a kind of a mead like alcohol?
Yeah, it's a sort of a craft IPA that
Yeah.
has notes of honey.
I think
But you won't really
use
be
a
worrying
craft
about that.
IBA.
Nice.
India Bee Ale. A question was asked. Professor Tim, how does your job actually work? Is this current production somehow related to school, or are you on loan? Are you just an independent guy person? I don't know how things work. If it's too much person. Yeah, so I'm the lighting technician at. Oh, I mean, Amy sort of that's already, but I'm a lighting technician at a theatre, and then I ask them, hey, do you mind if I do something else for December? And they're like, well, you're going to overwork your hours elsewhere in the year, so it'll all work out. So yes, so I've booked December off from that job, and my teaching is ending this week, and so I'm now going to do freelance work on the side
Mhm.
and get paid for two jobs at the same time. Lovely. And that is how the world works. That is how the world works. I hope you learned a lesson. I did, and it hurts. That's how it works. It's a good song, that. Right, workbench. Party upgrades. Upgrade my right. Subin God. Valley's weapon applies more stacks of burn damage. Or frost damage. No, fire. And then armor, corrosive, and shock. I think you should be better at corrosive. Why not? I'm gonna break down my junk. Am I wearing the best kit? Oh, what a fancy little coat. So what am I currently wearing? 9. Oh, I like this little
Some armor,
hat.
just some medieval armor in there.
I like this little hat. What am I doing guns wise? Okay, well, I never use close combat. It causes problems.
Yeah.
But was that hat? That hat was giving me an extra holster. Nah, again, I wasn't using. Okay, so I've got this, which is 24. That does a bit more. So it does more, but not that much more. And it's 16 rounds, and it's 8 rounds. Okay.
I do like the idea that wearing a special hat means you can carry another gun. It does sort of suggest you're carrying it in the hat.
Yeah, in the band of the hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Amy's saying she's found her true calling because she used to be bad at doing nothing, and then I got really ill, and now I have the ability to stare at a wall and think nothing.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
something positive to take out of
There you
that
go.
experience.
There you go. Ali Baxter is terrified. Oh my god, no thank you. Ali Baxter, burn it with fire. Court Jester's off to work.
Oh no,
That's a shame. It's a real shame.
bad luck. No, I was saying oh no to the Santa, but yes, oh no to having to go to work as well.
Oh no to work. Crafting. Weapons mods. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. Let's upgrade.
I do like there's one of the add-ons for armor gives you like 30% magazine size,
Yes.
which
Means
doesn't
you should get a
really-
massive copy of Zoo magazine.
which doesn't really make sense, but it does mean that when I was using a revolver, like my character would open it up, put 6 bullets into it, and then the round counter would say 13. I'd be like, well, okay, I guess there's an fire at the little cylinder would spin, would fire 13 rounds, and then have
Better
to
than
reload.
you know those systems where they try and make it accurate in a way. Not accurate in a way. So when you reload with a magazine that isn't entirely empty, you also throw away. Those
Oh
bullets.
yes, yeah.
And you're
No,
like, ah,
thanks.
fuck.
No, no,
I appreciate that sort of more like how it would be, but that's also not what I'm not here to be how it would be.
I'm not here for that. Thanks.
We're fast traveling to Fairfield, and then we're going cross country to wherever the fuck this place is to have a lovely time. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. There's a lovely road. Okay, Sam, top 10 bees, go.
Top 10 bees. Number 1, Bumble.
Bumble, classic. You classic
Classic
bee.
bee.
Friendly bee, furry bee.
Funny
You
little
know.
bugger. Doesn't seem to be super good at flying, but he's doing
Bad at
his best.
flying. One of those animals where there's loads of them, and that makes up for how each individual is actually quite shit.
Yeah,
But we don't mind that. Furry, which helps.
Furry,
You give it a
cute.
stroke.
yeah. Round, cute. Would make a good plushie.
Oh, wonderful plushie. You know what?
Um,
you can if you go right now, Bumblebee plushie, your
Yeah.
hard drive will explode. You know, with just how many options you're offered. And
Yeah.
also, there's a virus, and if you Google Bumblebee plushie, it activates on your
Terrible,
computer.
terrible bumblebee virus.
The terrible
Um,
Bumblebee virus.
Number
okay.
2,
Number
honey.
2, honeybee. Is that actually a separate bee? Is it a
Yes.
distinct? Because there's lots of
There's lots of different species of bee. Yeah, bumblebees
Yeah.
aren't honeybee. I think bumblebees are solitary bees. They don't.
So
live in
bumblebees
hives.
don't make honey. So not all bees make honey. Hashtag
Not all bees. Hashtag not all bees. Yeah.
Just
is that
some
right?
bees.
Bumblebees.
Because otherwise, why are they collecting pollen?
To eat. Maybe they make honey just for themselves. Just.
Why every time you try and take something, they go, ah, no, not for you.
Um. Nope. So they do live in small colonies, bumblebees.
Yep. But do they make honey? Is it just there's not enough?
Bumblebees.
Is it
have
like
round
honeybees make
bodies.
loads of honey? Google, do all bees make honey?
Do all bees make honey? Fossil record, taxonomy. No. They feed on
I
nectar
asked-
using their long, hairy tongues to lap up the liquid. The
Yeah,
proboscis
okay, we all do that, but do they make honey?
is folded and bumblebees gather nectar to add to the stores in the nest and pollen to feed their young. They forage using colour and spatial relationship. No, that's not the question I asked. Some bumblebees steal nectar, making a hole near the base of a flower to
Do
access the nectar while avoiding
they
pollen transfer.
Make
Do
honey.
they make honey? Do
I don't want to know if
Bumble-
they're thieves.
bees make honey minus AI? You?
Oh, honeybee charm has been summoned.
Bumblebees produce honey to feed the colony during spring and summer.
Okay, so you could. Is it just they don't make enough for it to be worthwhile?
make-
And the
yes, we
honeybee,
don't.
like how like cows give milk, but we have bred a dairy cow because it gives
Yeah,
an
right.
ungodly amount of milk. Like probably too much. Like it's probably bad for the cow how much milk it makes.
Right. Comparing
Do bees
bumblebees and
make milk?
honeybees. Do bees make milk? Are bees
Milk bee.
mammals?
Are yeah. First and foremost, are bees? Do bees give birth to live young?
Are they just one of
And-
those mammals that has an exoskeleton and
So one of those
One of-
mammals.
one of those many?
It's one of
mammals,
those one of the group of mammals, mammalia.
Bumblebee honey. At this point, you might be wondering if bumblebees make honey. The
I
answer
am.
is no.
Well, hang on a minute.
But the other one
No,
said
hang
they
on, it said
did.
yes.
But they do collect and store nectar.
Okay.
What? You mean there's
Oh,
wrong
Mr. Curious about
information on the
how true
internet?
men are producing
Am I
arbiter.
very loud?
Can't imagine it's pleasant.
Like
I
really
don't
loud
know.
in
Well
my
to watch
ears.
ourselves
Is
with
everyone
You seem fine to me.
controlling.
Okay,
Ain't just the dragoon.
fine. I'll just turn myself down in my ears so I'm not.
Dragoon to
Oh,
worry
that
about.
guy. No.
Those
Okay,
turrets will
and
also
time
put
to
the hurt
leave.
on us if we get too close.
Time to leave. That place was too spicy for us. Amy says there were some very loud, annoying children here earlier who decided to sit all around my desk, being rather loud rather than go to the studio to dance. I only didn't tell them Santa isn't real because one of them gave me her birthday cupcakes. I mean, that is a great way. Whenever I've irritated Amy, which is often, I'm quite irritating. The surefire way to make that sin be forgotten is just to offer her some cake.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose.
And then she's just like, "No, that's nice. You can go now."
Friendly fire if you head down
Right.
past the farm.
So this site says Miss Epismelifera.
Word is Milver
Miss
Street is ordering a
Epismelifera.
watch on the Protectorate survivors in West.
There's just a bunch
Talk
of
is cheap,
random
but my
letters as far as
time
I'm
isn't
concerned.
in there.
Like all bees and even wasps, bumblebees do make honey. I'm going to come back to that. However, bumblebee colonies do not make enough honey for beekeepers to harvest, which is why we don't keep them! Exclamation mark. Bumblebees produce honey to feed the colony during spring and summer. At this point, right, this is the other site. This is keepingbackyardbees.com. At this point, you might be wondering if bumblebees make honey. The answer is no, but they do collect and store nectar. They build a kind of pot to hold the nectar they gather.
Do you think that because that is a website about keeping bees for honey,
Yes.
what
so
they
in the
mean
sense-
is they don't make honey in the
Yeah.
amounts that we like. They don't make harvestable amounts of honey.
But there's another detail here. They store the nectar to feed the queen. The stored food enables
Hashtag
new queens
relatable.
to stay in the nests and care for the first batch of young without going hungry. The reason this stored nectar is not considered honey is because it is not dehydrated. Bumblebees do not lower the water content of their nectar. Like
Oh, they don't
honeybees do.
thicken it up. They don't
They don't
reduce it.
thicken it up. They don't mix it with corn flour.
Scout report.
They don't make a
Yes,
roux,
sir.
a
Looks
butter
like
and
Yeah.
flour
Santa
roux,
Oh,
Claus
lovely
order,
roux.
sir.
Reduce
a
it down.
delicious roux.
And then when it just starts to turn brown, then you add the rest of the sauce.
Amy says, I went to a talk about bees a few years ago. All I remember is male bees have all the crap jobs. I read that as crab jobs. They've got all the
Crab
crab jobs. They've got all the jobs that crabs have.
So I was going to Google types of bees so I could carry on my list, but I want to do it myself.
Yeah, okay, so so yeah, I forgot that's what we were doing. So we've got Bumble,
And
honey.
Bumble, honey. The other ones are the other ones I can think of.
Don't you dare name a wasp.
Well, that's all I can think of is like leafcutter wasps and
Not interested.
ichthus.
Not a
what they call
bee.
the Ichthus wasps. Bumblebee, honeybee, carpenter bees. That's what I was thinking of. I was
Must be
like,
at least
isn't
a
there a
few
bee that
useful
does something
parts in
with wood?
here.
Yes,
Ah,
carpenter
ah.
bees.
Hello there.
I don't really know anything about
You
them.
wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris. Westport stockpiles of
carpenter bees
replacement
are a
parts
species in
merely
the
to put.
genus
Fortunately, there's nothing here
Psilocopa.
that's salvageable. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a site. True
I don't
enough.
think I know any other types
A few
of
years
bee.
ago, I couldn't have imagined
I
us
couldn't
running
tell you
short
types
of
of bee. I would
anything.
have probably run out after Bumble
Now
for
here
getting
I
honey.
am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else?
Susan B.
Gotta get back
Anthony.
to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks
Johnny
like it was
Goodyear.
transporting
I'm just
damaged and
talking to an
malfunctioning
NPC, bear
automechs from
with.
the Vox station.
Okay.
The center
Yes,
is.
yes.
Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer. Yes and no. Which is, nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies. These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking. No. Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts. There must be at least
That guy
a few
sounded
usable
a lot
parts
like
in
James
here.
Urbaniak, but I don't think it was James Urbaniak.
Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Sorry, Sam, you were talking about bees.
No, I sort of finished. I mean, it's not impossible that James Urbaniak did voices in this game.
No, not impossible, but you get him for a bigger part. You wouldn't have to be just like one random guy that you spoke to. For
Uh, that's true. Unless he was also doing.
okay,
like, to get them
yeah,
in.
it's true. Honeybee Charm says Bumblebee, Carpenter Bee, Digger Bee, Sweat Bee. There's
Sweat
a chimney.
bee?
There's a chimney bee. Junibug says swat bees are technically not bees, but I still like them. And then Honeybee Chum also says squash bee. Is there a type of bee called a squash bee, or is that what happens to bees?
No,
They get squashed. They get squished.
they're very They're very delicate. I was gonna say
They are
they're
very
very
delicate.
gentle. That's the other way.
They're not very gentle at all. They're
No.
quite aggressive. Not as
Okay.
aggressive as wasps. Whether
It
we've
was
got-
the sort of the rather tedious moment of growing up of, because you learn the fact, bumblebees die after they sting, and the actual answer is a lot more complicated.
Yeah, it kind of depends what's going on.
Depends on the bee, depends on the lot of things, yeah.
Depends on how dummy thick your skin is.
Yeah.
Got a distraction for you.
The answer to most questions is, it depends.
Depends.
Let me handle this.
Shoot that guy.
Ah, shut a kid.
There's a YouTube channel I watch to get to sleep. There's lots.
Is it called Mondo Butts?
It's called Medium Butts. I did that on. I had Erin's phone the other day. Or was it Erin's laptop? I can't remember. And I was looking something up for them on their phone, and then before I handed it back to them, I googled medium butts.
I love the fact that my guess was Mondo Butts, but your actual thing was medium butts.
Medium
which is
butt.
better. Because medium, like, I don't want to be overwhelmed. you
Not
know?
too big, not too small. Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Aim-
Moderate
aim
butts.
for the middle. So this guy Ron.
I always
Hitchman,
do, Sam. I always do. What does he mean?
this YouTube channel called Ron Hitchman.
Ron
Guy's
Hitchman.
name. And he does chemistry videos, and he's got a series, Tales from the Periodic Table, and he's just, each video is about one element.
Yeah.
But they all have exactly the same format, like they
A bit like
they
the
get-
lock-picking lawyer.
yeah,
You
really,
can watch
and
40 of them in a fugue state.
exactly, and so they're great to sort of nod off to. So you got like the bit about the atomic mass of it and the structure of the atom, and then then a section about its discovery, and then there's a bit about radioactivity, any interesting isotopes that it might have. And then if it's radioactive, he explains what half-life is in every single video. And it sort of the first few times I was like, why is he explaining half-life again? I'm like, well, first of all, if you were doing this for educational purposes, you would
Who
actually
goes there?
understand half-life now because you've had it explained
By
6
orders
times.
of Marshal Donaldson, no one
did
comes or
really know it.
goes to the Automech
Yeah,
Repair
it's good.
Center
It's
without
good videos.
approval.
Yeah.
What's your business here?
Oh, hang on. Junibug, there are actually
Oh,
They are actually bees. Sweat bees are actually bees.
sweat bees are bees.
Sweat bees are bees. Junibug was lied to. Honeybee Chum has set them straight. Also, Honeybee Chum says the squash bee is a particular bee. It pollinates squashes.
Makes sense. Like the fig wasp and figs.
And no, that's just a fig that makes honey and flies around. Weird. Even though it's a wasp.
Fig with wings.
It's fig with wings.
Yeah.
Honeybee Charm. There are 7 distinct bee families.
Now say them all, Tim.
Apodea, Halicetidae, Megachild, Andriane, Coletidae, My Little Lady, and Denied. Now, I really just stopped looking at the middle of those words.
I mean, I think that was a mean thing for me to do to someone with dyslexia. And
Hang on, I'll try and
there's
do
some
it
tricky
properly.
words anyway.
Okay. Apedia, Halicetidae, Megachilidae, Andrianae. I'm not sure. It's the D-A-E. Is it day? Is it D? Is it
think it's
DR?
day.
Day?
Yeah, so the first one is probably Apodea.
Apodea.
Halicetidae.
Yeah, these are
tough.
not word collections. It is day. It is day. Okay, how do you say day? So Andrenidae, Coletidae,
Yeah.
Melitidae, and Stenotritidae.
Stenotritidae.
Now
That's
you've
tough.
done it.
Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10.
He's come up with easier
let's not
names.
lose our heads over a simple. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Junibug, I was describing
one more thing.
hoverflies, which are often missing.
Don't cause any trouble around these parts.
Not sure if I'm supposed to be here yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this game.
Ooh, gifts in there. You know what? I may as well wander in.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
There was one quest that I fucked up, and like there was toxic sludge spewing out the top of a building after.
Oh, that's exactly where I am.
Because I didn't pay attention to something, and then they were like, "Oh, there's toxic sludge coming out. What the fuck are we gonna do?" And I'm like, "I don't know what happened.
No.
I have no idea. I was in there minding my own business."
I really, really, really might have missed something key, but I'm not going to admit that to you.
Yeah.
Zona Penguin says, "Who the hell was that man? He is my new husband." He did have excellent bird-like epaulets, which I was very much enjoying. I can use this to go up. Where does it go? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Ah, good. A captive audience. Money well spent.
Lovely.
You must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling.
Yes.
No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army. No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the Crabble threat
Thank you,
can
Pescast,
and
for
will
subscribing
be
with
defeated.
Prime.
Remain
Maybe subscribe
strong,
62
and
months.
together we will
Months
outlast
evening
the
chat.
Crabble.
Who's this fancy fella? He's a Crabble truther. Okay.
Damn Crabbles are getting more ornery by the moment. Getting better, I think. The Crabbles have seen... Or maybe they're just buying...
He seemed
Okay.
nice.
Okay, he just sort of wanted to tell me that there was a thing that he was worried about, and then he was sort of done. And then he was just sort of done. Just steal all his stuff. Have a bottle of Coke and leave. Oh, now I want a bottle of Coke. I haven't had a bottle of Coke in
I
ages.
did check out. I fucking did check out.
You did check out.
I did check out.
Honeybee Charm says, Stenotриdae is the smallest family of being. It's exclusive to Australia. Halicetidae is sweat bees. Andrienidae is mining bees.
Yeah,
Mining bees. Bees that mine. Bees that mine
mining
and dig.
bees.
And swell their numbers underground where they cannot
we must
e'er
get
be
the
found.
Get the
Neath
iron and the
your
copper and the
feet.
tin.
Neath your feet the bees do forge, creating worlds, creating wars, making their time pay right, until the day has turned to night, and from the ground the bees emerge. And then begins the winged purge.
Did you just make that up?
I did, thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
very good.
Thank you. Apparently
You
it's
said,
one of...
actually, you said thank you before I'd given you the compliment. So actually, what I meant to say
No,
was,
I didn't. No,
did
no,
you-
no, no. You said, did you make it up? And I said, yes, I did. And you said, that's very good. And I said, thank you.
yeah, but I think there was I think there was a preemptive.
Oh,
roll the
okay.
tapes.
Okay, roll
Roll
the
tapes. So actually,
So was the implication that you'd have said, did you just make that up? And I said, yes, I did. And then you said, yeah, I could tell because it's so fucking shit. And I hated it. And I hate you. And I wish you were dead. And I wish you had died. I wish you died whilst being born. I wish your mother had
being
wept over your
stung you.
tiny corpse, Tim, is what you were going to say.
too
Admit
dark.
it. What?
Too
Sorry,
dark.
What? No, but these are things you were going to say about me.
No, you can't put this.
You
Can't
bastard.
put this on me.
Can't believe you'd even mention that about tiny dead Tim. You bastard. Sorry, everyone. Sorry about Sam. Family show.
I will not be slandered in this manner.
Can I get in trouble for making jokes about my own death?
It was good, ominous bee poetry, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good on Most Big Poetry. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. No, it's weird. It's weird. It's one of those things which I'm assuming all of the improvised musical stuff means there's just a little kind of like tumor-sized chunk of my brain that is just kind of working on that.
Cogent rhymes.
Yeah. Because the thing is, most of it is just you're just buying yourself time until a rhyme that works arrives.
Sure. I mean, that's what songs are.
That's true.
Buying time before the Reaper gets you.
That's just what living is. That's just
just frantically trying to fill the time before that dread clock ticks noon.
Do you want to know a terrible thought I had? It was not terrible. It's a bit dark, but it was good. Well, I should ask, do you want to hear it? Because you might say, just no, thank you.
No, definitely.
So as I mentioned before, there's a road that I walk down where I work.
Oh, yes, the death road.
That makes me think of
the
death.
Existential dread road, yeah.
And I realised it goes past one of those little food vans, one of those little sort of like terrible food vans that serve everything fried and everything else is boiled.
Yeah, food poisoning van, yeah.
Food poisoning van, exactly. And they have a generator that is constantly on, one of those little sort of portable generators, which I believe are all, pretty much all diesel. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because they basically run forever. Fucking loud, stinky. And then I read a news story about how a block of flats in Hastings had to be evacuated and everyone got treated for carbon monoxide poisoning, not because there was a carbon monoxide leak in their house, but because there was a carbon monoxide leak from a generator near their house.
What?
And it generated enough carbon monoxide to poison people inside a building it was near.
It was nearby?
I'm assuming because they were downwind.
But isn't there between two nearby things? Isn't there an outside? Shouldn't the outside?
I
dealt
thought
with
outside would have had, but apparently the cloud was just sort of like, which I think is why
there's
nobody
so
died. I
much
think
carbon dioxide.
they were just merely made ill by it, but nobody died. And then my immediate thought was, I wonder if there is a carbon monoxide leak from that generator, and so when I walk past it, that's why I'm suddenly gripped.
CO poisoning.
Just a tiny bit of carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, is that happening? Probably not. But I can't not think about it anymore.
Also, the amount you would breathe in walking past it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like one deep breath of carbon monoxide. It's not enough to hurt you, but it's enough to make your brain be like, death?
Aren't there like, if you get a bad blood transfusion, doesn't it give you a sense of impending doom? Isn't that one of the diagnostic markers?
Heart attacks. One of the diagnostic markers is a sense of suspended doom, which I'm assuming is it's putting stress on your heart, because like if you're giving too much blood or your blood is being rejected, your heart's struggling. But yeah, sense of impending doom is one of the things they ask you to diagnose a heart attack. Problem is, it could be you're having a heart attack, or you looked at any news website. Is a problem.
You remembered that Jeremy Clarkson exists, and
you know what? At this stage, Jeremy Clarkson, least of my worries. Least
really
of my worries. Not actually that concerned about the boy.
Which I'm sure would upset him greatly.
Oh yeah.
Which does make me feel a bit better.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anything that would upset Clarkson is all right in my book.
All right by me. Right, my gun now fires explosive rounds, so that's exciting.
Nice. Pew pew.
Hello, Taz. Taz has just subscribed. They've been subscribed for 59 months. Oh my god, a stream I can make. Hey, y'all. Why is Tim talking medical?
We're doctors now.
We're doctors now. It's the Dr. Tim and Dr. Sam show.
Yeah. So any medical advice you want,
and it's all legally backed up by our qualifications as a pair of cool guys.
Real doctors.
Oh yes, Junior Bug. I don't want to talk about stroke. Strokes terrify me.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, just a blood vessel in your brain betrays you. That's it.
Every time I get a little headache, I'm like, well, here we go.
Did you have some
this is it.
here?
Night.
Oh, we'll get to that. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium? One and the same.
That building took the... I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities.
Firefly says, Tim and
but
Sam, if you
suffice
two
it
are
to
actually to
say,
be
in its
doctors,
gaseous
what would each
state,
of your
it's rather
specialities be?
deadly.
Oh, good
So what am I
question.
endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields
that's a
its
good
wearer
question.
from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sorry, Amy just says, you froze and then suddenly I could hear bagpipes. That's the symptoms of a stroke.
That's a stroke. Yeah,
It was quite sinister. What would my speciality be?
Oh, that
I
is
mean,
a
my
really-
grandfather was a gastroenterologist.
Sure. My
Which never
grandfather
occurred to me
was
as-
a surgeon.
Your grandfather was a surgeon?
Yeah. So, but I don't think.
Thoracic?
Yeah.
Veresima says Sam's speciality would be medium bums.
Be a medium proctologist.
Oh God, Taz once had a headache, a migraine that presented as a stroke. Great,
Ugh.
good.
Horrifying.
Hello, Transvolcaic J.
Ought to
I
have
don't
the
know. Maybe like
Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of
cardiology
assistance regarding
or-
its key components.
Yeah, do you want to go for like a nuts and bolts area of medicine where it's
Yeah.
like we pretty well understand what we're doing here? We're working out better ways of doing it, or do you want to go into one of those areas of medicine where they're like, look,
yeah,
we
like
think
CRISPR,
that if you do this,
gene therapy, or
it
something.
might do. Although, and she says like neurology, they're like we're pretty sure.
Yeah,
that if
we've got a
you do
good
that
hang of it.
this happens. We're not sure why, but it seems to
Sometimes
whereas like
the
you
opposite
know,
happens.
sometimes the opposite happens, and we're not quite sure why at this stage. Whereas if you're somebody who's like, you know, you do feet,
Yeah,
very important. You
sure.
know,
Not exciting, but that's not all
because
of
feet
medicine.
are pretty well understood. Yeah.
We've discovered a new organ in the foot.
Oh, sorry everyone, it was toes.
Sorry. As you were.
Sonia Bank says, Tim, become a gastro doctor, cure my Crohn's. The thing is, I'm pretty confident I'd be a bad doctor because I feel that what it really requires is a great attention span and commitment and interest in details. And if there's two things that I'm not known for, it's
Details.
Good.
And
Good.
attention span.
Wonderful. As
Oh,
an
he
added
drifted
incentive,
off.
I'll allow you to
The
keep
comic
one of the
effect.
prototypes once the work is finished. So
The
now
comic
here,
effect.
you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium
Firefly.
effluvium.
We're also pretty certain you'd be a bad
gas,
doctor with
that
all the
is.
love in my
My
heart. Yeah,
supply's
yeah, yeah,
running
yeah.
low from all the iterative
Thank God I've got
testing
being
I've been
normal intense.
performing.
Thing is, I'm
Merely
not bad at
activate
being
the
normal
device
intense
once it's
situations.
inside
I'm
a
one of those
Zeranium
people that's
cloud.
very chaotic
The
in
one
my
around the
life,
main
and then when
hangar
something really
specifically.
bad goes wrong, I have a
Try
tendency to
to
be like,
avoid
huh.
any fields of
Well,
dense
okay.
Zeranium, or death
sort
is
this out
all
then.
but
Yeah.
assured. Any questions?
Soda Penguins, no, just write all your patients off as having anxiety. Job done. Oh no, yeah, so yeah, I'd be a great terrible doctor, of which there are plenty.
You'd be in good company.
Normally, yes, but on the off chance
Fun
that
fact from
environmental
Taz,
exposure
I went
has
to a
altered the
patient
gas
yesterday
here
for
in
really
any way,
bad abdominal
I'll
pain.
wanna
We
work
think
with
it's a
local
bowel
samples.
impaction and
Ideally,
discovered
the
a heart
resulting
attack in the
shielding will
process on the
protect against
ECG.
any
I
gas,
definitely didn't
but
shit
since
my
it's of
pants.
utmost importance that it work on the gas here,
Oh,
I'll
I
be
love that. Like,
calibrating
oh
against
yeah, well, we're
that.
just going to pop this on here to see. Okay, so you now need to go to a different part of the hospital
We
very
need to go
quickly,
to
but I'm going to
surgery
maintain this tone.
ASAP.
So I just need you to lie down while I press this button. Don't panic. Something terrible is happening, but that won't help you right now. So just lay down. I'm just going to keep pressing this button whilst sweat now.
It's the button labeled Jesus fucking Christ, get in
You'll-
here. Jesus,
You'll
now.
notice my pupils have dilated quite substantially, and which is impressive given that you're having a little hand
A little
time,
normal
little hand time, which is where we shake hands, which is what we're doing now. Junior Bug, you're going to meet a lot of people really fast. So Penguins, I love when you get to go on a hospital adventure. Oh,
Don't-
Taz introduced facts and details. It was sad because of an 80-year-old woman with
Oh.
dementia. Well, then now I feel
now
bad
it's not fun
about
anymore.
my whimsy
You've made
and
medicine not fun.
fun. Firefly, Tim's a real Patch Adams type. Amy says they did that when they called me in urgently for an echo, and I was actually booked in routinely, but no one had told me. Oh God!
Oh, Jesus.
Get in here. Taz,
Where?
my job is to make Tim feel bad. I suppose it makes sense that it was a woman because isn't it a thing where almost all of the markers for heart attacks we look out for are the markers for heart attacks in men, and so women often will go to hospital being like, I feel bad and have felt bad for 3 days, and they'll be like, you're having a heart attack is what's happening here.
You've been having a heart
You've been
attack for
having
3
a heart
days.
attack for quite some time.
Yeah, but we don't teach people to look out for those markers.
No.
Yeah.
Well, of course. If you, I believe
medicine
that
bad?
Medicine isn't inherently bad. It's
No.
just we're still working on being good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bad thing about medicine is when people think we're better at it than we are.
Right.
Because medicine is wonderful. It's like most of us and all the people watching us probably would be dead without medicine.
Oh yes. I've had some close shaves.
I probably would.
Antibiotics have pulled me out of.
It's weird because I've never had any sort of like time to go to hospital moments apart from like once with asthma, which I probably wouldn't have made it through. But both me and my brother, both C-sections, both.
Oh yeah.
Both
Yeah,
C-sections,
which is really dangerous
for various reasons.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, because Ben was a C-section where it was like this has to happen now. I was the C-section out of an abundance of caution. But if if Ben's hadn't gone well, I don't think I'd be here. So
possibly not.
I think Ben would have really kicked the legs out of the old Meredith Brothers operation before it even got started.
I'd be streaming with, I don't know, Tom Sclerodith.
Outsider.
Weirdly, Tom Waits.
Tom Waits, be me and Tom Waits. What's he building in that shed?
What's he building in there? Not a baby, apparently.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no
Amy
doubt.
says it is inherently
Nothing
misogynistic.
requiring
Doses are
my
mainly worked out for
vast
cis men.
expertise.
Not only cis men,
surely.
but also a lot of things are worked out for if you were a member of the United States Army in the late 40s or early 50s.
And let's all just a quick straw poll. I'm just going to put a poll in chat.
I don't think.
Poll. So, are you a member of the U.S. Army in the 1960s?
Judbug says, yeah,
Yes.
people don't really
No.
do research on women, and when they do, they're like, this cervix doesn't have nerves in it because we tested a cow's cervix and we couldn't tell what it was, say. Oh, hang on,
Let's
there's
just
a
see.
poll here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to vote. Be very interested to see the results on here. Like, it only
Yeah.
takes one vote to really bend our perception
Wow.
of.
So far.
Oh, gladly. What would you like to know?
Amy has just arrived home.
Zeranium is a crystal. Even raw zeranium is found in a liquid state. As refined zeranium is used to power. However, it's also highly unstable
something
and
I've
must
learned
be
in
mined
C-section.
exceedingly carefully.
It's called
Even minor
alpha
bumps or
sunrise.
jolts can cause
Thank
zeranium
you, my darling.
crystals to explode. Total avoidance is best. But
Yeah,
come
it's
to
looking
think of
like
it,
there's
our
an
visiting scientist
overwhelming
next
number
door
of
is
people
working on
who
a
are
device
not
that shields the user
men.
from
Actually, I
zeranium's
didn't
effects.
specify men in the
Though she
question.
was having
That was also
zeranium in
included
its
for the two
default
people who
crystalline
voted yes.
state
Are you
poses
also
two risks.
men
First,
in
it's
the
extremely
army?
volatile.
It's true. Oh,
Exploding
Amy's here.
would
Hello.
Would you like to know the
immense burst
worst
of energy
medical
if
fact that
upset
I
in
know?
any way.
I'm going to
Second,
whisper it to you
Oh, okay.
because it would need
produces
so
a
many
small amount of
content
gas.
warnings.
Okay,
for
well,
your
this
chat.
is just for me, everyone.
Stabilize its
Just for
crystalline
you. They can see your
lattice.
reaction
But that's
to it.
just a theory. In this gaseous state, zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism we still don't quite understand.
Students who practice Pell exams on unconscious women.
Why? Why is that a thing?
Now, I didn't even think it was that bad. I thought it was banned at a certain point, but when I looked it up, no, there are still places that allow that.
And Amy's right. Too many content
warnings
warnings.
that should be said on stream.
But that's bad, man. Oh, Amy's Versima says we heard that.
Oh, I didn't.
Quietly.
Seven Penguin said I heard nothing. Taz
Some
says
of
I
you
did.
have incredible hearing.
So yeah, the poll came in. Looks like no.
Yeah. No, just none. Well, hang on, not no,
Not none.
Okay, so we
somehow.
have two people. So we have two. Now this is why polling is so difficult. Why elections are so hard, because we put out a thing saying, is anybody in our chat a member of the U.S. Army in the 1960s? And apparently two of them are. Now, it is not impossible that you were part of the United States, because that would have, if you were 18 in 1960. That was 50. Hang on. So let's say 1969 still counts as the 1960s. So let's say you were 18 in 1969. 89, 99, 2009. So 19. So that's 55 years. So yeah, if you were in your mid to late 60s, you could potentially be a United States Army personnel.
Not impossible.
It's not impossible. It doesn't.
Fairly unlikely.
It doesn't seem likely.
Were you fibbing? We got.
Oh no, hang on. No,
fibbers.
you need to be in your 80s. Sorry, I can't do maths.
Yeah.
Yes, because I counted how long ago it was, and then I didn't add the age.
Oh yes, plus the 18. Yeah, you'd be in your 80s, so you'd be
The concentration of the
old,
gas is a
bit
critical
older
factor.
than my mum.
A person
Gonna
could remain
last
in a light haze for
minutes,
several
isn't it?
minutes,
Veresma
whereas a
has
dense cloud can
incredible
kill near
hearing.
instantly.
Exactly.
Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored. Don't have much.
Amy, if you've got the energy to text me that horrifying piece of medical thing, I'd love to hear it.
Sam would love it if you would text him.
Sam wants me to text it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, only if you've got the energy to do it.
Amy's come in from a long work shift with a surprising amount of zhuzh and
Gusto.
bounce.
She's got lemon in her step. Got a
Sam,
bib in her step.
Is that a thing? Lemon in
No,
her step?
no, I just sort of reached for I think I was going for zest and
No,
grabbed lemon.
Okay, my companions have no chill.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during.
Outsider? Stay true,
You
outsider.
need to immediately go and take a load of drugs.
Ah, fair. Hey, once you've got those drugs, could you bring me a little fizzy drink?
What?
A little electrolyte fizzy drink.
Oh, electrolyte.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
What?
Emmy texted me the thing.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, right, man. Right. You'd think they'd sort that out on the federal level.
I think you sort it out fucking day
'Cause
one.
I would have thought that would be covered by other law. You know, one of those things like, well, we don't need to specifically outlaw this because this is covered by one of those overall laws about things we don't do, you know?
But don't you have to? Oh, maybe the rationale is that you can perform medical procedures on people that then the wording is like no reasonable person would reject it if you don't know, like if they can't give consent.
Oh, but they're like. Yeah,
But it's like-
but what? Hang on, but that's.
But then what?
I think a lot of reasonable people would reject that. You know?
Outer chassis ceiling
Yeah,
test
no,
number
they would
14
exactly.
is
So,
confirmed a failure.
but then if you're a dipshit who doesn't think women are people,
No, which Sam is.
which I am.
Weird, because he's one of those dipshits, but he's also incredibly self-aware. So it's like, I'm a real dipshit about this.
Oh, I know it's bad. I just
Yeah.
I just still do it, you know.
Ambient Zeranium, state your business.
Right, I'm gonna go and grab
This
myself
unit was
a,
engineered to facilitate.
Oh, this is
a
surely
little decaf
exciting.
coffee,
So-
and I
Commands
Stuff
not
like decaf
understood.
off.
Huh.
and
I
I'll be
thought
back.
that would have put it into sales
I'm
mode.
just gonna turn my camera off. So
Let's look into
you don't
that
see my
later.
little,
Please,
my little
give
butt.
it a try yourself.
I love to watch his camera go off while he's walking away.
My
All
little
layers
tush. Bye bye.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Request not.
It only understands the words I've added. Look, for now, just use the phrase.
Initiating commerce.
Oh, it's got a uranium gun. Thank you, my love. How was your shift?
Apart from the very loud children, I didn't get to sit still. I thought I was just going to have 7 hours where I just sat and like did nothing. I thought it was going to be really productive, actually. But they needed a lot of things from me. It was almost like I had to work.
Ugh,
It's quite annoying.
disgusting and rude. I haven't been selling stuff, and I should have been selling stuff. But guess how dare they make you work at nothing? Make you work at work? Nothing ruder. No, I prefer it when everyone has to kind of tell each other individually. Obsessed.
Is everyone just sending
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
each other in whispers?
I like it. Honey, be charmed. The government just hung up on me and told me to call later.
To be honest, it's a good way to do it if one person who doesn't want
Yeah.
to hear it or know it doesn't have to hear it.
There you go. I like being able to justify my laziness and wish to irritate people as actually being accessible. Is that when you do accessibility consulting, you're like, now this is a great one because this makes you more accessible, but also you can fuck with people.
I'm an access consultant. I annoy everyone all the time.
Yeah, it's the main thing, isn't it?
One thing I didn't realize when I became an access consultant originally was that you have to spend at least half an hour listening to people defend the worst access fuck up they've ever made before you can teach them anything because they so desperately want to tell you and defend it.
Yeah. They just need you
Every
to
single
they
time.
just need you to know that they're not a bad person first.
I think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
Oh.
Where did Sam go?
Okay. Sam went to make a coffee. Okay, I need to go to this doctor.
Run into trouble?
Oh.
Your symptoms are fairly if you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. First
Okay.
question. Can you describe the conditions in which you were
Sam's
exposed
back.
to the
Everybody calm down.
Another assistant. Should guess.
Sorry?
I
Everybody
suppose
calm
you
down.
should be grateful for
Everybody
all the
calm
data
down.
she sends
Sorry,
my
everybody
way,
calm
but
down. So everyone calm down. Oh.
It's really annoying when you're not sitting on a proper chair because I can't put my legs on you.
What about if I was to raise my
Next
legs a little bit?
Yeah, but
How
then
are
is
you
that
feeling?
not gonna like really fucking
For
hurt your
instance,
calves?
do your
Possibly.
bones seem
Someone in
noticeably
Penguin
softer
says, share your
somehow?
coffee, Sam.
Have you observed
Share it.
any sterility
Okay, I'll just
on
pour
your
it.
way
I'll
in?
pour it into the microphone.
Aching
pour it
in
into a modem.
thyroid or
What
spleen?
time are you
Yeah.
going to work tomorrow?
About 9.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you've got normal job
I've got a normal job.
and other job.
Only 2 more days of normal job.
All classic symptoms of Zeranium exposure as a token of my appreciation. Oh, there. That should do it. Do stop back in if you...
Okay. I got a bit poisoned, but now I'm okay. So I'm guessing.
First the attack, then the Zeranium.
Can I jump over this? Wha- Yes, I can. What? Not good enough. Not good enough at hacking.
Taz, if I could, I'm gonna get. This is too deep conversation for Brothers Meredith stream.
Yeah, we're shallow.
If I could change one behavior in hospitals, it would be making people fill in the awareness score on the news form. So your news form in the UK is the form where they fill in all your vitals. They fill in your blood pressure, your heart rate, your respiratory rate, all of that stuff. But they also have to put in whether you're aware or not. or whether you're confused, slightly confused, completely non-responsive, that and no one fills it in. And it's so bloody important, because what happens is an elderly patient gets like an infection and suddenly becomes confused, and everyone's like, well, they're old, they're probably always confused, and no one picks it up.
When they came in.
Okay. That's hectic. That was hectic.
If I could change one thing in hospitals,
Yeah.
I'd probably
All the sick people, you get rid of them.
get rid of
I
those
know-
sick people for a start.
Bernardo said, growing up as a nurse with a nurse as a mum, I used to hear about that sort of stuff during dinner. I lived with a nursing student for 3 years at uni, and we were like halfway through dinner once, and we were talking about our days, and we were like, oh, I did a lecture on this, and I did that. And then Helen was like, I held half a human head today. And then Louis made a set of rules that went on the wall, which involved Helen not talking about that kind of stuff while we were eating.
I just realised I'd left no monitor on for Amy, so she couldn't tell that you were speaking to Sam. So
Oh.
now she wasn't just like, "Fuck you, Sam, shut up."
I was watching the screen to see if I could see if her lips were moving before I started speaking.
No, he's got a little mouth. Oh, you were about to say something, Sam.
What I would do for hospitals, this is serious, is have the all the surfaces be copper, because all the like flat surfaces, because copper is naturally antibacterial.
Yeah.
And you can like, still needs cleaning obviously, but you'll get like lower infection rates in general, I think, with copper everything. Just make everything copper, because bacteria can't like generate, they generate the electricity effectively on their outer membranes, and the copper just like saps all the juice out.
Yeah. Like it basically kills it with geometry.
Yeah, it's too conductive, and they can't live.
Sam, I think I just found the computer terminal that warns you, hey, look, if you do this, the building will explode.
And I
feel
didn't read
like
it.
not
I just
to
went,
do that.
yes, sure, whatever,
Sure.
yes, go. I don't care.
Helen was great, and I loved her very much, and I wish I'm awful at keeping in touch with people. I wish I'd kept in touch with her better, because she was great fun and a very good friend to me at university. However, she did spend several years dating a middle-aged heroin addict,
I'll take care of him, Commander.
which was somewhat difficult to navigate as a roommate.
I mean, let
fix him.
he without sin cast the first stone.
Now has a wonderful husband who is not that man. Thank goodness.
Back in business.
Let's see, is this better? I said all zeros for that attack.
Look at a few courts low, Commander.
Hey, get me go-getting again.
Knew you had my back.
Tim, when I get raptured when I go up to heaven,
and
you're left down here, obviously.
Sure, absolutely.
Is there anything you want me to like leave behind for you? Obviously, you'll be down here.
All pornography, all of the pornography you own.
All of the pornography, yeah.
Ask for help, but help?
And also, could you leave the skin?
Yeah, just my skin. When Jesus, when the
Yeah,
Father
when Jesus
calls me,
takes you.
Yeah, I'll be like,
I'd like to
wait.
Yeah,
Just need to slip out of this.
Yeah, let me change into something less skinish.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to do the Hellraiser thing, and Jesus is
Yeah.
like, yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
boy. Yeah, he goes, yeah, sick, and then he does that. The coolest thing you could do when I was a teenager.
Why are we being raptured? Because I was watching a video about all the people on TikTok who had got it into their heads that the rapture was coming, and then like some people
People have been convincing themselves of that since time immemorial.
Yes, precisely. Yes. So this was just the latest iteration, and because it's happening in the internet age, it's like it's people
It's
on
visible,
TikTok.
very visible.
Yeah, very visible. But yes, it has been happening, and every time they predict it and it doesn't come to pass, they're like, "Well, I'm not wrong, so I'm just going to double down on that."
Like all cult-like things. They're like, okay, well, what happened isn't that everything I was saying was bollocks. It's that
obviously.
I haven't quite got the maths right on the time.
Yeah, but obviously we are all going to get raptured.
Well, obviously we're going to get rapturing.
One of the things was someone was saying like, "Oh, you make sure you buy clean underwear, new underwear for like when you get raptured, so that when your clothes
you haven't got
fall
skivvies
back
for
down."
Jesus.
Well, so when your clothes fall back down to earth, people don't think the last thing people think of you is that you have old underwear. But it's like it sounds a little bit like pride to me.
I was going to say that is a sin of pride.
Sounds a little bit prideful.
So some people who believe they're going to be raptured, and one of the things they're worried about is that when their clothes fall back down to earth, that then people will see their dirty underwear.
But that's like the thing where they're like, oh, always make like people treat it like it's great advice. I don't understand.
Well,
it.
always wear clean underwear.
Always wear nice underwear, because if you get into an accident.
If I
get into an accident, I'm not going to give a shit.
Looking at what pants you're wearing.
You know what? If I get hit by a car, pretty sure one of the first things that's going to happen is I'm going to shit myself proper. Like your bowels are going to be like, well, look, things have gone wrong, so let's clear this out.
Taz is a paramedic. Taz can tell us, but like, no one's going to look at your pants.
No one's going to be like,
they're going to give you. Everyone ends up with the same big knitted.
Yeah,
not knitted.
It's knitted. It's weird. It's knitted.
Knitted pants in
all knitted by old
anyway.
ladies. Yeah, everyone's getting cut out of their clothes.
They stretch a lot, and according to my sister-in-law, they're so bloody comfortable.
I think I've worn a hospital gown once, but again, it was so long ago.
You will have worn a hospital gown when you had your knee operation.
Yes, no, twice. Once for asthma, once for knee operation. There we go.
When you fell in love with your cheese sandwich.
It's a good cheese sandwich, man. No, sorry, what it was.
What it was horrible.
Yeah, so the cheese sandwich was fine. They garnished it with delicious morphine, and that really
that hit the spot.
Really hit the spot.
And then in another lovely case of medical misogyny, we had a female friend going for surgery, and we said, "Oh, you'll really enjoy your sandwich when you come out, because you'll be off your tits on painkillers." But of course, she was a woman, so they gave her paracetamol.
Yeah, they gave me morphine
for much, much less painful and invasive surgery.
To himself about shitting himself if he gets hit by a car or something, because we were walking through Brighton and the car just drove near us and shit himself on purpose. And I saw him think about it and do it on purpose. So
I sometimes shit myself just in case, because I don't want to like miss out my opportunity.
Yeah. Don't make me bury another agent.
Yes.
I know we're not planning on getting married. But if we did get married, I like to think that we'd wear things like AJ Holmes and his wife have worn.
I would love
suit and then
a green
dress.
velvet suit.
Yeah, my brother has a green velvet suit. He had it as a best
I
man.
love a green velvet suit.
He's picked a nice green there as well. That's a very pretty dress.
Will no one buy me a green velvet suit? Sam?
Fundraiser.
Yeah, fundraiser for Tim. Amy has sent the list of horror games that people want us to play.
is there anything particularly upsetting on there?
What was the list? Repo, we've played. No, I'm Not a Human. Look Outside, Soma, and then it's Lethal Company and Cabin Factory, which we have played. But No, I'm Not Human, Look Outside, and Soma, not ones I am familiar with.
Soma's like... It's like
There's
adventure RPG thing, isn't it?
There was one, and is this No I'm Not Human, where it listens to you're on voice chat, and it listens to your voice chat, and then it uses a little, and this is a use of AI that I'm perfectly happy with, because it's using it for explicitly creepy reasons. It listens to your voice chat, and then it basically tries to imitate you.
Oh no!
So basically, a guy walks up to you and then talks, and it basically takes a guess at talking in your friend's voice, and you're like, now, is that how they normally speak?
That's really creepy.
Yeah. Firefly says, it's been a while since Tim was so scared he accidentally escaped quit a game twice. It's been a while. Wow.
It's been a while.
Wow. Oh, Taz says, okay, fact time. Paracetamol and opioids work together because paracetamol works on COX-1 and COX-2 and is longer lasting, whilst opioids work on mu, delta, and kappa receptors. They both hit from different sides and effectively control pain together. Typically, we'll start with paracetamol because it takes longer to work and then back it up with opioids. Interesting. There's the thing with pain relief. I don't know how pain relief. All I know is like it stops the nerves from sending a signal, but I think clearly it's much more complicated than this.
Yeah, there's like different things, different ways to interrupt that signal. I think that might be what Taz is talking about with the COX-1 and COX-2 things. It's like it's either your brain not telling your brain don't worry about that, or that there isn't a signal or something like that. Yeah, there's different ways. I don't have the necessary expertise to elucidate. It's all magic.
Around. Can't
It's all
just shoot in the
witchcraft
thin air.
and alchemy.
Witchcraft.
Hit what in the where now?
Okay, can I do it now? Okay. I think I've done it safely.
Ethan says, haha, Cox.
I did also think Cox. Cox.
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we'd never get you caught up.
Well, look who it is. What is...
Who do I go to say thanks
I've
for
done it.
fixing that?
Well, there was a guy outside who was very angry when I went out there. So,
out front.
First the
yeah,
attack,
I think he was.
then there's uranium.
Stay true, outsider.
I'm not sure. I feel like he was right near the building, but then I sort of came out the
Almost
back
done
or
with
the
this
side of the
work
building, so I'm not sure.
Another sealant failure? Amplifier requisition? I'm afraid so. The
He was
Marshal
mad.
is under a lot of pressure to
Justifiably.
deliver automechs to the Vox relays. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of him. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses. And he does not
Ethan
tolerate
daps him up.
failure.
Brothers in Cox.
The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed. while I
Cock
value
power? Is this a...
accuracy.
No, that's...
Neither of us is wrong,
Yeah.
but in
No.
this case,
Definitely
we
not.
both can't be right.
Jabberwocky says, good times, I'll be lurking for a bit while having brekkie. I now want breakfast.
I had my lunch at 5:45.
Should we just go for a meal? Just go for 10 p.m.
If that little girl hadn't given me a cupcake, I'd be so hungry right now.
She says given. I think Amy pushed her over and took it.
She offered me, and she let me have the strawberry one. She was very nice.
Very nice.
You want to see the quarter? She'll only be able to
I
sell
just
you our
didn't eat the top
surplus.
layer of icing in case any little hands had touched it.
This is a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
You want to
Grubby
skim off
little-
the top.
Grubby little hummus hands.
Always hummus with you.
They're always covered in hummus.
They're always covered in hummus. Midnight muesli. Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look at this guy. This guy.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak. Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend,
The armor
I've already
uranium
fixed
is
it.
hardly my area of
already
expertise,
fixed
but
this,
it
guys.
falls to me to find a solution.
You guys getting me
Blast,
fixed.
the tide is shifting. Today we fix our automechanicals.
Junior Bug just had Wendy's. I've never had Wendy's. You ever had Wendy's?
No, we have a Wendy's.
There's a Wendy's in town. I don't know if they have much of the vegetarian though.
You've done us
But
a great
apparently they do
service,
good
stranger,
milkshakes.
and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't
yeah.
have much to offer since
Yeah,
our
wimps.
supplies. We confiscated them from the corpses of the
they're
scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back.
I'm not going to bloody Leon again.
Carries the invaders' taint.
No?
They've
Well,
had
it should
3
spend
strikes
just
in a
the
row.
same.
It's bad food.
No, one time my food was ready and it was just sat there on the back, and they were like pissing around and not doing anything. And
The pleasure
they
was
just let
mine.
it sit there for like
Now I can show
10
our
minutes
chief
before I
mechanist
went
that-
over and demanded that they give it to me. And then this time they just forgot to put like 3 of the ingredients in my food.
Excellent. Excellent stuff. Well done,
And I'm
everyone.
just like, don't trust you anymore.
Engineering skill. Okay. I'm going to put a couple in engineering, and hopefully that means I can open that fucking door.
Hello again, stranger. Know that you were always welcome. Thanks to your intervention, the facility is back online. While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, loyalty and no matter. My
Well, that does mean... okay, so I helped them fix a thing, but that also, I
Yeah.
think, means that there's, like, mechs that are now I'm going to have to fight.
Oh.
Ooh. The Earth Directorate has found a flaw in you. Easily distracted. Your skills are erratic, to say the least, but Jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of one. You can raise more skill faster, though it would be harder to ever maximize any particular one. When leveling, you can only add skill points to your lowest non-zero skill.
Oof.
Or any... No. All of the, like, fatal flaw things are, like,
bad, right?
70% downside, 30% upside.
Mm. There was one I took. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, was it the one where everyone is always you're always accidentally stealing things?
No, yes, I did accidentally take that one and have to reload a save. But there was one I took which was that you get 10% less damage overall, but you get a 25% bonus if your companion has damaged somebody recently, that
Okay.
person recently, which I thought was good. And then, of course, in most fights, your companions are immediately downed and you're on your own.
Yes, that does happen almost constantly.
So I was like, well, I'm just feeling that. I'm feeling that 10% right now.
Really am.
I should not take that.
Junebug says Wendy's milkshakes are called Frosties and they're thicker than a milkshake but softer than ice cream and they're quite nice. I could take that. Taz is shouting at me to read a block of text. Oh gosh, it is. Right. Okay. This is about pain. Cox 1 and Cox 2 help with housekeeping, I guess. They make things tidy in the stomach lining and maintaining kidney function and other things, but they're also they also cause prostaglandins production, which affect pain, fever, and inflammation. Paracetamol inhibits COX-1 and 2, ultimately decrease activation and stopping the prostaglandins from causing pain. If it could be that your sensory issues are connected with prostaglandins production, but I don't really know how. Really know how, to be honest. Yeah, I suppose so. A little bit like how the pain from running is because you've created lactic acid from a much quicker but less efficient form
Anaerobic.
of anaerobic respiration. So you've turned the fat into energy quicker, but it's a less efficient process and has some nasty byproducts that you're not taking care of. Which is why, you're still using energy all the time when you're walking, but when you run, your body goes, right, we need the energy quicker, but your legs hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's like that. Interesting.
My little minion. I trust you. What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of... Now, on to business. The device already generates what's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the use. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier.
I
You'll
should
be
finish
pleased to
reading,
learn
shouldn't I?
there's one right
So I should
here
go
at
to
the
bed.
facility in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine,
Bedtime.
unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist Woodrow wasn't enthusiastic, so you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
For you to go to sleep.
Dragoons are a mainstay. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the
It's
interior.
me. me.
One
The
last-
goblin who lives under your bed.
Ah, the gobbler.
Too bad.
The
It's the
underbed gobbler.
I want to touch your toes.
I don't like this guy. He should
I
go to
want
prison.
I want to bite your toes, Tim.
It's time for prison for
Sounds
him.
like salad fingers. To
It is
me.
salad fingers.
The
It is a bit
salad fingers.
I
was here before salad fingers.
Tazahira, honestly, I can't get around that analogy. Also, I love that you pronounce prostaglandins right the first time and then butchered it the second time. I miss my dyslexic counterpart. Problem is, I have to look at it and read it through every time, and if I just try and attack it, it always get prostaglandins, and
Tim,
then
I found the best dyslexic spelling from you in one of the Goblin scripts the other day when we were doing a record with a guest, and none of us had picked it up and corrected it, and it was so far away from the actual spelling of the word that like it wouldn't have given you a suggestion to tell you what you might have meant by it. But it was also so beautifully like phonetically spelled that everybody knew what it was.
What was the word I'd
It
done?
was insincerely.
Yeah.
But then also the actor that we had was Irish and was like, it's really interesting because it's completely phonetically spelt for an English accent.
Yes.
Because I would have written it completely differently.
Yeah. Did I write that then? Must have been me.
It must have. I just assumed it was you.
Imogen wouldn't have. Yeah, you know, I like INSINSEA, like insincerely.
Insen. C-E-A-R.
Sincerely, yeah, insincerely, insincerely. That's how you say it. So that's probably how I spelled it.
Sincerely. Was how
Yeah,
you'd spelt it.
I do get a lot of problems where spell check looks at a word I've written and goes, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Spell check's like, help me out here, bud.
But then sometimes I do that, and then it's like one letter away, and it's like you couldn't have just taken a fucking swing at that, could you? Spell check?
Yeah, couldn't have.
Anyway, right. That's me too, Tim. Me too. Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining for a little bonus stream. There may be more happening. So I'm definitely not around on Sunday. Sam, I may well be streaming again. Oh, Sam, I was told by people that watched you and Erin stream that what was interesting is they discovered that I'm not the problem. People think, oh, Tim's the problem. He's why the streams get weird. And then there's a stream I wasn't in, and interestingly, maybe it's more complicated than that. But when I'm fully into this job, I basically have no evenings free for a fucking month. But I might have some like weird mornings free and things like that. So I'll stream when I can. Yeah. Thank you much, everyone. Thank you, Sam. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Love you. Bye.